How's it going, everyone? I am back again with another Thoughts video on a surprisingly good game, Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox 360. Picked this up on Amazon on release day, got a $20 Amazon gift card with it as well. Bought Tales of Destiny on PS1, I can't wait to get that. I've been looking to purchase that for a while. The prices have just kind of been not what I've been willing to pay. But I got the $20 gift card, and that pushed me over the edge to get the game. So let's talk about Red Dead Redemption. I picked this up not knowing what to expect. Well, knowing what to expect, but not knowing what I was going to get. Made by Rockstar, same deal, Grand Theft Auto. A very good game. I have to say, if you enjoy Westerns, and even if you don't, which I do enjoy Westerns, I love Clint Eastwood, man. Clint Eastwood is the man. And even if you don't, I think you will enjoy this game regardless. It does leave very little to be desired in a Western game. It kind of does it all. I guess the best place to start is the basic outline of the story. You play as Cowboy John Marston. He's like an outlaw who has to go and hunt. He used to be in a gang, got out of the gang, and he went and now he has to go and hunt out all the guys that were in his old gang. And the story, it really doesn't feel like a Grand Theft Auto game, which I was kind of a little bit wary about, because I didn't want to play another Grand Theft Auto game like Grand Theft Auto 4, and I kind of had to remind myself that it was made by Rockstar. Of course, it plays out like a Grand Theft Auto game where you're free roaming in a sandbox game, a very large sandbox game, and it's very well designed. Nice, beautiful scenery, everything, graphics are great. And you go and do the missions, and there's side missions to do. And there's a lot of mini games in this. I was playing poker, I played some blackjack, I played that game where you gotta stab in between your fingers. I never five-finger fillet or whatever it's called. There's side jobs you can do. You break horses, you hunt bounties. You can do a night watch where you just go around the perimeter of a town, and if something attacks you, you kill it. So yeah, it's a very good game, but one thing I have to say, it's a very easy game. And I don't say it's easy because they designed it to be easy, but they actually kind of fixed the targeting system for once. In all the other Grand Theft Auto games, part of the difficulty was that the targeting wasn't always spot on, the auto aim. But they made it spot on in this game, which kind of works for and for against it. I never really had a problem with the auto aim in Grand Theft Auto, because I figured whatever, it'll work eventually. I was a pretty good shot as it was. But you will miss very few shots in this game. You will be hitting people that you probably shouldn't be hitting with weapons from the early 1900s, late 1800s, from distances, like I said, that are hundreds of yards away. But it's really, I'm not really complaining about it, but I figured, at least they fixed that. They understood that was a priority, and they went in and changed that, which is good. But the game is easy. Beat it in... I took my time with it because, like I said, I do enjoy Westerns, so I wasn't trying to rush through, do all the missions. I was doing some of the side stuff, chilling, going around, getting my bounty up. And I beat it in about over a day, about 25 hours, 26 hours. The story was excellent. There was not a part of this game where I did not enjoy what was going on. Not going to spoil the ending or anything. I did really enjoy the ending. Not what I was expecting. Very plot twist ending. But the story was phenomenal. If you enjoy Westerns at all, you have to pick this game up. Another thing I want to talk about is the multiplayer. The multiplayer, that's the only problem I have with this game, is that it's not really... It's kind of bare bones what the game is, because in the game, you can rob trains, you can go on trains, you can use the lasso and hog-tie people and catch bounties and stuff. In the multiplayer, the most you can do, I play it with a couple friends, you go around to these different, you can of course free roam and do some different deathmatch kind of games and stuff, but and there's little gang hideouts you can go to where you just go in and you have to kill the computer controlled people. And then you clear that hideout and get points so you can upgrade to the next level. And that's kind of it in terms of multiplayer, which was kind of disappointing, because that was the selling point on this game for me, is that I really wasn't thinking of picking this game up, and then I was shown a video of course it was good, very good marketing on Rockstar's part. And it was like a video of the multiplayer, and it just showed this expansive world you could ride with like up to 8 different people in like a little posse, and you could go around, like people would be fighting each other, and then your posse could like swoop in and like kill both those posses and get their experience points. And I was like, damn, I gotta pick this up. So that was the deciding, that pushed me over the edge. But I was disappointed with the multiplayer. I do enjoy it. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, but I feel like in this day and age, you should be able to use the lasso in multiplayer and be able to like tie people up and like drag them around and kind of fuck with people and like maybe even rob trains together. That would be an interesting thing to do. These are all things that can be added with DLC, by the way. So I'm not saying it's out of the realms of possibility. It's easy. It can be done, but I honestly don't think I should have to pay for it. These are things that should be included in the game as is. But you know what? That's the way the industry works nowadays, so you kind of have to just sit with your hands beneath your butt, and not much you can do there. So, the sound actually I want to speak on, because I don't think a lot of people are going to mention the sound. It's very, very mood setting. The sound is incredible. The songs that you hear, there's certain songs you hear throughout, they're not like country, like, you know, stupid songs that no one will want to listen to. It's very mood setting. It's a very, very well composed soundtrack. I highly recommend this game, I really do. Not saying it's the best game out there, but it's damn well made. I think they fixed a lot of the problems that the Grand Theft Auto series has. I mean, aside from the fact that you kind of have to, the map is so big, it's such a huge map, that you kind of have to sometimes ride from one point all the way to the other side. And that can take a while, and you're just kind of sitting there. Sometimes you can like take a transport or something, take a stagecoach, but you have to pay for that in the game. But money isn't really an object in that game. I always had money. I purchased. You can also go out and like kill animals and stuff, and then skin the animals, and then like go to a different territory and sell whatever you carved off that animal. Get money that way. I'm trying to think of what else. You could buy weapons. You have like a campsite, which I use the campsite feature a lot when I had to travel from, like, if I was somewhere, just finished up the mission and I wanted to go and do like a mission somewhere else, I would go into like a territory, just set up the campsite. The campsite was excellent, and just you could travel the destination, and I would travel to the waypoint. So I definitely recommend doing that. If you're going to pick up this game, you will save yourself a lot of time traveling from point A to point B, because although it is a beautiful game, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, it's very well designed. That sunset, when you're looking out on the sunset when you're riding along, it's kind of awesome looking at it. But you don't want to be freaking just sitting there tapping the A button, waiting for the bar to recharge, tapping the A button, tapping the A button, and repeat until it's done. But complaints for this game, not really too many. Like I said, the multiplayer, pretty well made game. Like I said, it kind of knocks I don't think they could really make a sequel. Well, I know they're going to, but in terms of being able to improve upon this game, it is really the ultimate like Western experience. It does, like I said, it does everything you can want, from the train robberies to doing the duels. The duels are kind of cool, although a little easy because they have this feature called the Deadeye feature, which is another thing they added, where you, like, when you draw your gun and you press down, I think it's on the right analog stick, you click the right analog stick. This is on Xbox 360, by the way, but I'm sure it's the same on PlayStation 3. You click that, and then like the screen kind of goes golden. It has like a golden filter over it, and then it's like slow time, and you can kind of just mark all the targets you want to hit, and then you hit R, and then you fire on all those targets. And that's how I took out a lot of guys in this game, because there are times where you'll fight a lot of people, but there's also a recharging health system, unlike in other Grand Theft Auto type games, because all the other Grand Theft Auto games you kind of had a health bar. But I think it works well in this game that they did the recharging health bar, because you're out in the middle of no civilization at all. So there's not going to be a hospital down the road or a med pack sitting somewhere. It was very well done. I think this game is worth picking up, I think, right now. In terms of if I would buy this right now compared to the games coming out, like Splinter Cell Conviction, I had that. I didn't really do a thoughts video on that. That was a 6-hour experience. This game could at least last you, I think, 50 to 60 hours if you wanted 100% it, I think. The side missions are fun to do. And yeah, that's my thought on Red Dead Redemption. I like this game. I think the next game I'm going to be picking up, I said Tales of Destiny, and then maybe Arc Rise Fantasia. Shenmue Let's Play coming up, more Cowboy Bebop coming up, a lot of stuff coming. We're going to start working on the website, got to get on that. But until then, guys, take it easy.